Dangerous and strong winds threaten to spread LA inferno. So, as per the news item in the Hindustan Times, dated 13th of January 2025, this is a very scary happening. US officials warned dangerous and strong winds were set to push deadly wildfires further through Los Angeles residential areas Sunday as firefighters struggled to make progress against the flames. At least 16 people have been confirmed dead from blazes that have ripped through the city, reducing whole neighborhoods to ashes and leaving thousands without homes. Despite massive efforts, including precision sorties from aerial crews, the Palisades fire continued to grow, spreading east towards the priceless collections of the Getty Central Art Museum and north to the densely populated San Fernando Valley. The winds are potentially getting dangerous and strong again. Danny Criswell, head of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, told CNN. The biggest thing that people need to know is that this is still dangerous. A brief lull in the wind gave way to gusts that forecasters warned could reach up to 80 kilometers per hour early on Sunday and feed the blazes for days to come. The winds were due to weaken on Sunday before picking up again overnight, the National Weather Service said. The Palisades fire was 11% contained but had grown to 23,600 acres, while the Eaton fire was at 14,000 acres and 15% contained. Official figures show more than 12,000 structures burnt through Cal fires. Todd Hopkins said not all were houses, and the number included all buildings, trailers, and sheds. In some areas, the ferocious fire left streaks of molten metal flowing from burnt-out cars. The sudden rush of evacuated people needing somewhere to live posed a growing problem for the city. I am back on the market with tens of thousands of people, said a man who gave his name as Brian, whose rent-controlled apartment has burnt. That doesn't bode well with incidences of looting and nighttime curfew in place. Police and National Guard mounted checkpoints to prevent people getting into the distant zones. 2 people were arrested near Vice President Kamala Harris's Brentwood house for violating the curfew order after police received reports of burglary. A handwritten sign with "Looters will be shot" was hung on one tree next to the US flag outside a house in Pacific Palisades. But the security checkpoints have left residents frustrated as they queue for up to 10 hours to try to get back in and see what, if anything, is left of their homes or check on family. Prevented from entering an evacuation zone. Aladena resident Bobby Solomon, 42, said, "I have to be there to protect my family, my wife, my kids, my mom, and I cannot even go to see them." The quiz left some people fuming about poor management. The latest gripe from a population already angry over hydrants that ran dry in the initial firefight. City officials have put on a united front after reports of a behind-the-screen row between the mayor and the fire chief. But President-elect Donald Trump accused California officials of incompetence. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the history of our country. They just can't put out the fire. What's wrong with them? Trump said on his Truth Social platform. Teams with cavalier dogs were combing through the rubble with several people known to be missing and fears that the death toll will grow. Among those known to have died in the tragedy was former Australian child star Rory Scott, who appeared in British TV show Kiddy Capers in the 90s. The huge investigation by federal and local authorities was underway to determine what caused the blazes. California Governor Gavin Newsom told Meet the Press he was also launching a Marshall Plan for the state as it looks to rebuild. We already have a team looking for reimaging LA 2.0, he said. He also stressed the immediate problem of weather condition, saying the challenge is the winds. We have got these winds coming back this evening, Sunday night. We have got peak winds on Monday. While the ignition of a wildfire can be deliberate, they are often natural and a vital part of an environmental life cycle. But urban sprawl puts people more frequently in harm's way, and the changing climate, supercharged by humanity's unchecked use of fossil fuels, is exacerbating the conditions that give rise to destructive blaze. Flames and smoke are seen near power lines as the Palisades fire grows near the Mandeville Canyon neighborhood in Encino, California on Saturday. Fire retardant covers a pool and lounge chairs after dropped from a firefighting aircraft battling the Palisades fire on Saturday in LA, California. A person walks down a street in the aftermath of the Palisades fire in the Pacific Palisades in neighborhood of Los Angeles on Saturday. Now, this is not the first time that the situation of fire in the forest has emerged. This is a natural calamity. And in the modern science, preventive steps should be taken more rigorously, such as laying down high pressure pipelines with the jets surrounding the fire-prone areas which normally initiate the fires so that it doesn't initiate and then it cannot and it should not spread into the others. Also, air barriers may be considered so that the winds are restricted and obstructed to flow at a faster velocity. So maybe these are the fireproof makeshift sort of barriers. They can be tried, especially when the fire has just started and not spread. And measures must be there to contain the fire right on the onset and the initial stage itself. So more points can be added and suggested. Please contact at the email skjainial@yahoo.co.in. I repeat, skjainial@yahoo.co.in for hazard preventions like the earthquakes and collapse of the mines and the ice-covered areas where the icebergs move and ice storms come and killing tourists and the local persons and even the armed force personnel at the high altitudes. So for that, the safety vessels sort of equipments also need to be considered. Thank you.